Just wasn't
Just first, what was the second scrimmage? You feel like you got the offense improved from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2?
I think we definitely improved. Coach Loxley always talks about margin of error, and those are things that you can, cut out on, like drops, interceptions, fumbles, penalties, things of that nature that, overall hinder your ability to win games. So I think we cut down on that from every level. And, I think just doing that, we were able to play a lot better, overall have a smoother efficiency, and really, we made plays. We made more plays than we did in the first scrimmage.
You mentioned Loxley. What's from your view, how have you seen the dynamic work between Danny, where you have a specific quarterback coach now, and the OC can kind of move around a little more?
I think that's, been great for him because, the OC doesn't have to focus on just the quarterbacks. He can, do his ultimate job, which is, to oversee the whole offense. So, I think it's been really good for him, just from a, kind of a personnel aspect to really, focus on every position and figure out, what guys we can put where, and figure out, who are the best at each position, and try to figure out, what we're going to do moving forward.
Let's was kind of talking about how Loxley has kind of taken that holistic approach, and even going into meeting rooms with the offensive linemen. You've seen him do some of that with the tight end specifically, or obviously he's been a receivers coach, but how have you seen him kind of embrace that holistic view?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he really shares his time equally from all the positions, and I really think that helps, not only him but us, figure out our dynamic with the offensive coordinator, and really grow a relationship with him, because in the past the offensive coordinator had always been working with the quarterbacks. So we really feel like he's all of our coach now, not just one position coach. So it's been great for us.
How would you describe Jalen this year compared to previous years coming into camp?
Yeah, I think Jalen just keeps getting better and better. I think everyone probably says that, but it's true. Ever since I remember when he first started as a freshman, and he'd always surprise people with how cool and calm and collected he was. But it's only gotten better since he's been here, and that's a testament to what kind of person he is, the hard work that he has, and overall the faith that everyone puts in him to do the job. And really, I just think he's done a phenomenal job for us, and we hope to see him continue to get better. And overall, he's just a phenomenal leader for us.
Jason talked about the improvement in his progressions. Have you seen a specific example of that during this spring? And just if you could just kind of
absolutely. I mean, he's making great reads. He's making great throws. He's overall he's making less poor decisions in the backfield, and I really feel like this spring we've haven't really had a whole lot of turnovers in practice. That's something that especially going against our defense, we've had a little bit in the past. I think we've cut down on that quite a bit, and just managing the game. He's getting people in the right position, and overall just lining guys up right, and saying, hey, we're going to run this play, or there's 2 periods left in practice, come on guys, let's finish, just things like that. He's really grabbing our team by the reins and helping us all out.
Along those lines, as one of his receivers, blockers, whatever, what's your reaction when you do hear or see stuff online, people saying he's not a passer, he's hit his peak, he's 19 years old,
right? Yeah,
and those kind of comments are made. What's your thought on that?
Well, I think a lot of times people don't really know what exactly is going on. I mean, they just see the end product. They don't see what all goes into it, and that's sometimes the bad thing about this profession. You see some guy who's just lights out in practice or something, and he does everything he's supposed to. He works so hard, and he throws one interception in the game, and all of a sudden people are very upset. But that's just not the case because of what kind of person he is, his work ethic, his character. I mean, he's so much more than just one interception or whatever it is. So he's a phenomenal leader, and I really feel like he's done everything he could for us, and we owe him a lot. He's a great leader for us, a great quarterback, great kid.
As Lester before it, that the offensive guards don't really get a whole lot of credit or attention, probably the least talked about.
Absolutely,
players.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's right. It's no secret that the offensive line doesn't get a whole lot of credit, especially guards. Because a lot of times when people focus on the O-line, they're talking about the center and the tackles because they're the people who are under the most spotlight. So I feel like he's got a good point there, and we certainly value what our guards have done for us, especially Lester. They've done a phenomenal job, and I think he's absolutely right in saying they don't get enough credit. So that's we all can do a better job of throwing them credit more often, and hopefully we can throw them a bone or two.
Considering what Tua did in the second half of the championship game, how much were you guys hoping to build on the momentum of what he did there, and how disappointing has it been just, with the setbacks he's had from an injury standpoint?
Right, I definitely feel like we're all kind of frustrated with how, the injury setbacks have been for him, just because we know what kind of guy he is. He's a competitor, and anytime you have, this many great quarterbacks, it just overall helps, the dynamic of the group, and it helps competition and helps everyone get better. So, I think from an offensive aspect, we really miss Tua, not just because all the plays that he makes, but because of, what he brings as far as leadership and character and, toughness and overall just being a great person. So, that has been a little frustrating, but, that's something that, he can get better, and overall we look forward to him coming back and, competing in the fall.
Is it a bit of a wait and see now with the offense? Because, 1 year getting in, having a new offensive coordinator calling the shots, and yet you have the quarterback who's in competition, who's a serious contender for the position, that has been kind of on the sidelines this spring.
Well, they're both such great competitors. I really don't, think that, because one guy has started for a while or whatever, or one guy, made the last play, that we tend to not dwell on what's happened in the past. Coach Saban always tells us, you're only as good as your last play. And that's something that, we look forward to every time we go out there. Your spot's never set in stone, and that's something that makes Alabama so great, is that, every time you go out there, you have to compete and win your spot. It doesn't matter if, you're a redshirt senior who started for 4 years, you got to earn it every day.
As a guy who's done this multiple times, what does that mean to you?
Overall, I feel like it's just a great opportunity to showcase what we've been working on. I kind of feel like it's a springboard to the season. And I feel like it's a good, indicator of how well, we've been playing, and really, how I feel like it's, a fan's chance to really see us in close action if they might not get to the game either. So, really, I just look forward to competing in front of, the best fan base in the country.
What specifically are you working on to improve your game?
Please tell me you didn't break your finger.